Happy Saturday evening or Sunday morning, I guess, whenever you manage to catch this on your feed. November 28th right now. So this article, the older ones I've found are about 3 days old. CNN, the big dog, ooh, the big dog, just released this article 4 hours ago, and we'll look at that one a little bit too, because there's a couple things in it that aren't really included in some of the articles that I read. So for the sake of expediency, even though a lot of different bigger name news companies have covered this, we'll just use this one for expediency. New rule could allow poison gas firing squads for U.S. executions. The Justice Department is quietly amending its execution protocols, no longer requiring federal death sentences to be carried out by lethal injection and clearing the way to use other methods like firing squads and poison gas. They say poison gas, but they're actually talking about nitrogen. It's not that it's poisoning you, it's just there's no oxygen, so you just suffocate. Anyway. The amended rule published Friday in the Federal Register allows the U.S. government to conduct executions by lethal injection or use any other manner prescribed by the law of the state in which the sentence was imposed. A number of states allow other methods of execution, including electrocution, inhaling nitrogen gas, or death by firing squad. Some states use hanging, but apparently that wasn't mentioned in this amendment for whatever reason. I don't know why. But at any rate, so why? I don't know. Is it that they want to expedite some criminals and just the federal government will move in and say the lethal injection is going to take too long, let's just get this done, boom, 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 and try to get some people done before Trump's out of office? Because apparently Biden is supposed to be against capital punishment and he wants to remove it from the federal government. So will Biden remove it if he gets in? Will Trump get a bunch of stuff done before he goes out? It's hard to say at this point. There's a couple things I noticed that were different on the CNN article of the same story that just sort of kind of jumped out at me a little bit. But anyway, it says a decision from the Justice Department official said the federal government will never execute an inmate by firing squad or electrocution unless the relevant state has itself authorized that method of execution. So don't worry, we won't do that unless we're allowed. And there's no one, I believe, currently in a state that allows firing squad on the death penalty currently. We come down here a little bit more and it says when the Justice Department's rule is published for future death penalty cases, prosecutors could request that the judge transfer the case to another state like Oklahoma, Utah is a hanging state, or Mississippi where firing squads are allowed. So just because you're in a state that doesn't use them doesn't mean you couldn't end up in one if it's requested on the federal level, right? So that's some interesting stuff that I thought maybe we should be considering. This will go into effect December 24th. So it's not going to take place right away, and then Trump barely has any time at all to get any of these executions potentially expedited anyway. So it's an interesting article all around, an interesting amendment, and it'll be interesting to see how it develops in the future. So there's one more little news clippity-doodah from me today, and probably all I'm going to do for today. So everyone have a good Saturday night, and we'll catch you next time. All right, peace out.